guys, welcome to a Friday Waffle. Now, anyone that's watched my channel for any length of time, especially back in the olden days, may be quite happy to see the return of the chair. Now, I've been getting, I wouldn't say criticism. I mean, I've been well aware that my Friday Waffles, I'd probably say the last year's worth of Friday Waffles, especially maybe the last 6 months, they've not really been about video games so much. Now, I know a lot of you guys are quite happy to hear me just talking about stuff, you know, my life in general. But I have personally been aware that the Waffles, they've kind of gone off topic. It's not been about video games. And I've been very, very conscious that, I don't know, for somebody who maybe doesn't know me, they're going to watch 10 seconds of it and think, what is this all about? They've got no idea what it's about. So to try and kind of get back to what I used to do, I thought to myself, why not use the chair again? The one that somebody commented was it last week, or was it the week before, saying about how, sorry, I'm eating some blackjacks, which are delicious. Yeah, somebody commented that my videos have kind of taken a bit of a dark turn. You know, quite literally, I've been recording in grey, and it's just been my headshot. You know, it's not been about video games at all. Although, to be fair, I do try and always talk about it when I'm actually gibbering away. So I thought to myself, well, let me explain the reason I've not been using a chair like this. When I was in my old house, I used to use my phone. And obviously I used to do the videos in my games room. Now that I've got a GoPro, I've been trying to utilise that, and latterly I've been using a tablet, a Samsung tablet, this bad boy here, for a couple of reasons. Using a tablet, it is dead easy. I can sit it on the table, press record and start talking. It also means I can do live streams. Now I'm using the GoPro for this one, and obviously if I'm doing that, I can't do a live stream using a GoPro. So that's why I've been using the tablet to make, you know, do the Friday Waffle the last probably 6 months. And that's why I've been choosing to sit at a table, because it makes it nice and easy. But I do want to try and kind of get back to the channel being a bit more fun. I do still put out my usual gaming videos. Not as many as I'd like, but I am trying to kind of get back into it again. So what I thought I would do is, I've got the old Meister chair. This is where it normally sits. Behind me I've got, as you can see, my collection of games. Apologies about the crap light. I mean, I don't know what that is. It's not particularly a bright light, so it's probably quite kind of dark looking. So I can't help that part. I'm certainly not going to go out and pay a lot of money for a lamp. If it's really dark, what I might do is, my daughter's got a lamp in her bedroom, so I might maybe try and position it. I've got a TV just at the back there. I might kind of point that at me, try and kind of brighten things up a wee bit. So anyway, yeah, I'm going to try and do future waffles from the Meister chair. Try and kind of get back to what the Friday Waffle is all about. Me just waxing lyrical about video games and what I think of things and all the usual nonsense. So anyway, it's Friday, it's about 8:30. What have I been doing? I was finished work, took the dogs out for a walk, got some messages. Yeah, that's me back, so I'm just going to chill out now. I don't know if you notice, hopefully you can notice, I've got a really itchy right eye. It was a sty. Now, I don't know if anybody's had a sty before. It's basically, I think it's where an eyelash comes out and it gets infection and it gets really sore. So with the top kind of lid on that eye, it was really sore for the last couple of days, but it's now at the itchy stage. That's when it starts to get better. So when I was out and about today, I had sunglasses on, a bit like Bono, only not quite so much of a twat like him. But yeah, work-wise, I don't want to speak too soon, but work is kind of alright. It's kind of alright. I'm kind of feel like I'm gradually getting to the top of the hill, and things are starting to settle down a wee bit. So fingers crossed. Aye, so work's kind of been alright, which makes a big difference. I had the computer club this week, that was on Tuesday. What did I take along? What the hell did I take along again? I'll take exactly what I took along. I took along the Xbox, which, I mean, I made a video about the Xbox a few weeks ago, and I've got to say, pound for pound, an original Xbox is probably about the best emulation platform you could possibly hope for. It does everything. You can pick them up, cheapest chips. I mean, you have to get a mod chip on it. I'm sure there's probably people who still put mod chips on it. But even I was playing some of the, I mean, where are they? Oh, they're down there actually. Down there I've got quite a big selection of Xbox games, and the Xbox is still a really impressive looking machine. And that's what I've said all along. I would have quite happily existed on, you know, video games the quality of an Xbox, because to me, to an old fart like myself, I still get stupidly impressed with how good these games look. Obviously, kids now, you've got the Xbox, you've then got the Xbox 360, we've now got the Xbox One, and then you've got PCs, which, you know, are just ridiculous how good the graphics are. But to me, I would quite happily, if the generation had never gone beyond PlayStation 2, Xbox, I would still be quite happy. So, listen, what I thought I was going to do, I mean, I've got the tablet here, so I am going to answer any questions that I've been asked. Oh, but so before I forget, apologies about, I was talking to Lon Boys Post 1975 on whatever day it was, Wednesday I think it was, and we agreed we were going to do an Alan Dave Talks Bollocks. Unfortunately, due to technical difficulties, we've had to reschedule it, so that may take place next Friday. I'll be sure to kind of put I generally don't put up videos to say I'm going to be doing a video, but what I usually do is on my Main Meister Facebook page, I'll make a little post. If you don't follow me on Facebook and you're on Facebook, just do a search on Main Meister, and if you like the page, it just means that any, you know, sort of like announcements, whatever, I'm going to put onto Facebook, and then that way you can pick it up. So yeah, Dave and Al Talks Bollocks will be back definitely this month, hopefully next week. We'll just need to play it and see. So listen, what I thought I was going to do, I mean, I want to get back to, I'm not going to see what I do best, but this channel is all about video games. You know, that's where it came from. So what I thought I was going to do, now apologies to people that have been following my channel for a long time, you'll probably think I'm a broken record. I'm now starting to talk about things that I've already spoke about. But you know what, when you've been making Friday waffles for as long as I have, you're going to start having to duplicate things. But as I've always maintained, the stuff that I talk about, the stuff that I talk about is, I talk about old systems, so it's still relevant. You know, I don't talk about new games. I don't think I've ever spoke about a new game, ever. So yeah, I talk about old systems, old games, memories, nostalgia, whatever. So I think it's still completely current. So whether I'm repeating myself from like 4 years ago, I think it's still valid, if that makes any excuse. It makes any excuse. What am I talking about? You know what? One thing I've noticed as I'm getting older, my brain runs away, or my tongue runs away from my brain, and I end up just talking garbage. Don't know where that's probably an old age thing. So anyway, yeah, what I thought I was going to do, I'm going to kind of refer to this waffle as me. It's the rebirth of the Friday waffle. How's that? I'm in the Main Meister chair. I've got video games all around me, so let's kind of go right back to the basics. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about how I got into YouTube, what I like about it, what I don't like about it, my favourite parts of it, where the channel's going to go, and maybe tips and hints for anybody that wants to start a YouTube channel. So for me personally, YouTube, I got the internet in 1997. Now it was all, what would it be? It would be dial-up, you know. It wasn't always fibre optic. Oh no. Back in 1997, it was a dial-up modem. You had to basically you had to unplug your phone and plug it into the phone socket. So it basically meant that when you were online, nobody could phone you. Not that anyone. I don't even. You know what? I've got a phone line in my house. I don't even know what the number is because I would never ever use it. But anyway, getting back on topic. It was a dial-up modem. I can't even remember. Was YouTube a thing back in 1997? I don't think it was. I would be very surprised if you could stream video using a dial-up modem. I don't think you could. But anyway, I don't know when I discovered YouTube. It must have been when, I don't know, I first got broadband, which would be, let me think, I'm guessing maybe 2007 possibly. Or was it before that? No, I'm talking nonsense. I got broadband, I don't know, maybe 2001, something like that. Anyway, I can't remember exactly when I got to discover YouTube, but when I did discover it, I just thought it was a website where you could watch videos of people having silly accidents, cats, and yeah, cats playing keyboards, things like that. It was just random videos. And then it would be about, I'm trying to think, it would be, excuse me, it was after I started going to the computer club. Now, we've been doing a computer club for about 6 years. And my mate George, I was at the computer club one night, and my mate George says to me about, oh, do you follow Steve Benway on YouTube? And I'm like, what do you mean follow? I don't understand it. YouTube is just a website for random videos. And George explained to me that people can have their own YouTube channel and they put up videos about, you know, whatever they want to do. So I went home, did a search for Steve Benway, found his channel, and that was me hooked. I loved watching Steve Benway's videos. I mean, I like his honesty, and I particularly like his Friday Talkie, which was basically him pointing a camera at himself and just talking about stuff. And he would also do shout outs and that kind of stuff. So I watched Steve Benway for I don't know how long, maybe a year or so. And at that point, it never crossed my mind about I would start up my own channel. It never even crossed my mind. And there was one day, I was sitting in my games room, and you know what, if you're a collector or if you've got a big video game collection, you'll probably be able to completely, you know, understand what I'm saying. I was sitting in my games room, and I just realised that I hadn't played any video games for ages. I didn't have any interest in playing video games. I just kind of felt like I hadn't burned myself out. I just had no interest. My gaming mojo was completely zero. And it struck me, I thought, wait a minute, there's people making videos on this YouTube where they're talking and playing video games, so why don't I do something like that? So that's how it started. The very first video was Sewer Shark on the Mega CD, the Sega Mega CD, and I basically pointed the camera at the TV and I just talked. And what I called it was the Main Meister 10-minute mashup. And the idea behind the channel, it was going to be, I mean, I never thought about it as a channel, it was just me making these videos. The whole point of it was, I was going to play a crap game. And I thought to myself, if I do this, it might kind of reignite my mojo. It might get me back into video games. So I started off making them, and then just over a period of weeks, I got a subscriber. I'm like, really? What on earth's a subscriber? And I realised that this was somebody who obviously liked my videos enough that they wanted to be notified when I made a new video. So within about, I don't know, 2-3 weeks, I think I was up to about 5 subscribers. And, you know, looking at it now, I mean, I'm not on a massive amount of subscribers even now, but looking at it now, 5 subscribers, you know, is nonsense. But to try and let you understand, when you are making what are essentially videos just for yourself, they're never intended to be watched by anybody else. The fact that anybody, apart from me, would actually be interested in watching what I was making. So, although it was only 5 subscribers, it was a bit of it blew my mind. I just couldn't believe that people would want to watch what I was doing. So I started to get quite addicted to it. But then after, I don't know, maybe about a month, I was putting out videos. I mean, I was making a video every single day, and the videos were getting about 2 or 3 views. You know, really, 2 or 3 views. So I thought to myself, the realisation, or the penny dropped, and I thought, why on earth are you wasting time making videos? Why are you doing it? What are you actually trying to achieve here, Alan? And I just thought that it's a complete and utter waste of time. Why am I sitting talking to a camera when it's like going into the woods and shouting and nobody can hear you? I was making videos and nobody was watching them. Well, 1 or 2 people were watching them. So I put out a video basically saying, look, thanks to the people that have been watching my videos, but I've decided that it's not working, and therefore I'm going to sort of end the videos. And a couple of people, and I'm going to name them, Brian C. I can't even remember your second name, Brian. Now, Brian was one of the very, very first subscribers I ever had. Now, Brian very kindly, he didn't message me, he replied to my video where I said I was going to give it up, and he said that he really enjoyed watching my videos. And I'm like, really? There's actually somebody who likes my videos enough to actually say to me, look, I enjoy it. So that in itself just made me think, wait a minute, I'm doing something and somebody else is enjoying this. It might only be 1 person, it might only be 2 people. It didn't really matter. The fact that I knew that somebody else was enjoying what I was putting out, that was it. That was it. That was the moment I thought, I'm going to keep doing this. So I kept at it, and then I gradually realised that, you know, the 10-minute mashups were becoming a bit dull. You know, there's only so much. I was going to say there's only so many games you can play. There's tens and tens of thousands of games, but I was getting bored. I was getting bored of making these videos. So I started to think to myself, right, what else can I do? Why don't I play an arcade game and then compare home versions of it? Because as we all know, there's tons and tons of arcade games that were converted to the 8 bits, 16 bits. So I called that the Arcade Perfect My Arse. I think it was probably one of the first sort of features that I had. So I did that, and you know, that still is probably my most popular video or sort of feature that I've got on the channel. Don't know why, but people enjoy doing it, and I do enjoy making them. So over the next 2 years, I was trying to come up with different, you know, ideas. I came up with Blimey It's Only, basically where I interview people who are involved in the industry. And I was actually doing a bit of search on YouTube yesterday. There's a guy who goes by the name of Sean Sutherland. He used to write, in fact, well, the most famous game that he programmed was Lotus Challenge for Gremlin Graphics on the Commodore Amiga. Sean was the programmer and his mate did the graphics. So Sean, he's written some real iconic games. He did Trailblazer on the C64. He did Kickstart 1 and 2. He's done various games. And if you type into YouTube Sean Southern, the only interview that I can find on the whole of YouTube for Sean Southern is by myself. So if you're fairly new to the channel and you've never watched any of these, that's the thing I need to say to everybody. Like I says, my videos, I try and put out maybe 2 or 3 videos a week. If I don't put out a video, don't think, oh, I've not got anything to watch. I've made something like, it's ridiculous, I've made something like 1,300 videos, almost 1,400 videos. So there are over 1,000 videos that you can watch. I mean, I've done tons and tons of Arcade Perfect My Arses. I've got loads of Blimey It's Onlys. I mean, I'm just trying to think, and apologies to anybody that watches the channel regularly, because you'll be thinking, well, I already know that, Al. But the people I've interviewed: Sean Southern, Kevin Toms of Football Manager, Jim Bagley, Tony Temple, who is a world champion missile command player, John Studley, who got the perfect Pac-Man, Gary Liddon, ex-Zap64 reviewer, who else? Dominic Diamond, I've interviewed Dominic. Blimey, what do you call him? Gary Bracey, ex-president of Ocean Software. There's been other ones, I can't remember offhand. Paul E. Moz, Paul's a sort of a kind of gaming journalist, a sort of amateur gaming journalist. He is in the process of writing a book, which is taking about 10 years to write. I don't know where it is, Paul, but I keep hoping I'm going to get it for my Christmas, but I think I'll be dead before that book's ever released. But yeah, Blimey It's Only is basically where I interview people who've been involved in the industry. What else have I got? Let me think. They Did What is where I look at software companies' back catalogue. I've got quite a few of them. Oh, 8-bit face-off kerfuffle. It's where I compare different versions, different 8-bit versions of a particular game. What else? I've got loads of features. What to do is go to the playlists, and you'll see all these different playlists. There's one for each computer type. There's one for Commodore Amiga, there's one for C64, Spectrum, Atari, Sega, Nintendo, Amstrad. Yeah, as I always maintain, I've got more features than a top of the range Ford Fiesta. It's just because I've got to try and, I mean, apart from trying to hang on to you guys and give you kind of content that you want to watch, I've got to enjoy doing it. And when YouTube gets boring, then it's going to reflect in my videos and you're going to stop watching. But so anyway, yeah, the channel kind of grew and grew, and eventually I can't remember when it was, I eventually hit 500 subscribers. And then somebody at work found out that I had a YouTube channel, and he told somebody who told somebody who told somebody, and within a couple of days I was basically getting the piss taken out of me at work, and not in a nice way. So I decided, I thought, nah, I can't do this. So I pulled the channel, I took the channel down. I just didn't want to be made a fool of, you know, because there's certain people that will look upon it and think, why is a 50-year-old man talking about video games? So I pulled the channel, and the response that I got from friends, people who watch the videos, and I've got to give a special mention to Mark, Lactobacillus Prime. Mark was solely responsible for saying to myself, look, don't let these guys get you down. You're doing something that's really positive. They're probably just jealous. Get your channel back up. And Mark then, I put the channel back up again, and yeah, I forgot to say, I put the channel back up, and my subscribers had gone from 500 to, was it 18? So I lost almost 500 subscribers in the space of a couple of days. Now Mark very generously put out a kind of an SOS video, basically explaining that my channel had been taken down by myself, and I'd reinstated it, but I'd lost all my subscribers, and Mark basically asked for people to resubscribe. and that video was shared by lots of other YouTubers, which was really excellent. It was really, I mean, I'll never forget the generosity and support that I got from other YouTubers. But even just people that watch my videos, I mean, the positive stuff that I got back was just phenomenal. So I got my channel back up, and then within probably, I don't know, maybe about another year, I got to 1,000 subscribers, and here I am. I've been doing them now for about 5 years. I'm 2,400. Now I know there's other channels that can climb ridiculously fast, but you know, my channel, I would say it's a very, very niche channel. You know, I'm 51 years old. I talk about old gaming systems. I'm never ever going to have tens of thousands of subscribers. But you know what? I'm not interested in that. It's just about having fun, and I've got an amazing bunch of core people that watch my channel, and that's what makes me do these. So that's where the channel kind of came from. I took it down, got back up again, and I'm still going with it. Obviously, I've had a kind of change in personal circumstances the last year. I have kind of gone through the mill a wee bit. Can I put it out here, by the way? I am absolutely fine. I'm actually in a really good place now. It's been a tough year. I've got my own house now. I've spent a fair bit of money trying to get the house the way I want it. Still a lot to do, but I love living on my own. I've got my daughter. She comes to stay with me every second week. So I'm in a good place. I'm happy. The job's kind of picked up a wee bit as well. So plus the sun is shining. Well, not now. I mean, it's quite cold tonight, but I'm enjoying YouTube. So what would I say are the good things about YouTube? For me, it's an outlet for me trying to be creative. I used to enjoy drama at school, acting, you know, and I was never an actor or anything, but I took part in a few pantomimes when I was a kid. And I've always been like a frustrated actor. I've never had the opportunity to really do anything. I've never taken it any further forwards. I've never taken part in plays or anything. But I do like to be creative. I think I'm quite a creative person. Maybe not in a good way, but I enjoy doing it. So YouTube gives me an outlet for using my own imagination, coming up with daft ideas for things. Some of them work, some of them don't work. But you know what? It's all good fun. It doesn't cost anything. I mean, to have a YouTube channel, all you need is a smartphone. If you've got a smartphone, you can use that to record. I mean, a lot of channels have amazing production values. My production values are crap, as you can probably tell at the moment. But I'm never going to spend a lot of money. I mean, I use my GoPro for making it. I use my tablet for making videos. I'm never ever going to shell out and get a professional camera or professional lighting. You know, it's not going to happen. This is always just going to be a hobby. I don't make any money from the channel. I have monetized my channel. In fact, I checked last week and I think I've got about £70 in my YouTube account. That's been almost a year's worth of monetization. A year and I made about 70 quid. But you know what? 70 quid, 70 quid. If only I could actually figure out how I get the money out. I think you've got to pay it into some bank account thing. I don't know. If anybody knows how do you get money out of YouTube, let me know. So yeah, I love the creativity sort of aspect of making videos. The biggest thing for me though is the community base. It's a wonderful community, especially the small, you know, retro gaming thing. Yeah, there's a lot of channels. I mean, it's kind of a hobby it's growing in popularity. I've been playing old video games pretty much since 2001, so I do consider myself a bit of a veteran when it comes to making videos. Not making videos, when it comes to retro. I never really like using that word because to me they're all just video games. But the people that I've got to know, and I've met a few of you guys face to face, the people that I've got to know and I regard them as friends through YouTube has just been wonderful. I'm not going to go naming any names because guarantee I'll forget somebody. But you all know who you are. I've probably got a core of about, I don't know, maybe 30 people that religiously watch my videos. You comment on my videos, you encourage me. When I say I'm going to not do something, you're like, that's good, Al, don't worry about it. You know what I mean? Do it when you're ready. There's obviously a lot of other people that watch my videos but don't comment. And what I would say is, if you're a regular watcher, please comment. Now, I know I don't reply, and I am quite embarrassed and ashamed that I don't reply. As I've said before, because I've kind of got a new life, my priorities have changed. When I was back in my old life, with my wife and my daughter, I kind of filled a bit of a void with YouTube. But now I've got new interests. I've got other things going on in my life. YouTube kind of has taken a step back a wee bit, but I do love YouTube. But it will never be the most important thing in my life, because at the end of the day, you've got to keep it in perspective. You know, it is just a hobby, but having you guys on board just makes this awesome. It really, really is. Any other positives? Yeah, I say just about the community aspect. It's great fun. It really is. I do enjoy the whole process of making videos. Like I said, I've made so many real proper friends. I know most of you guys I've never actually met before. Hopefully that will change. I will be going to Play Glasgow event. When is it? Is it the 8th of June, I think it is. If you happen to be up in Scotland in June, or you come from Scotland, or you're going to it, and you happen to see me, come and say hello. I don't bite. I'm actually quite friendly, honestly. So that's the positives. Now, there are some negatives to making YouTube or having a YouTube channel. One of them can be you do feel a certain amount of loyalty to make content. You know, although, you know, I don't. One thing that I don't do, and a lot of people do, and I don't have any problem with it, is Patreon. Now, Patreon, I've had quite a few people say to me, Al, why don't you start up a Patreon account? I'll gladly give you £5 a month. Now, their argument is that I'm providing entertainment. You know, that's about the bottom line. That's what it is. You know, it's entertainment. People watch my channel the same as that you watch BBC One or whatever you watch, and they would gladly give me some money to support it, or as a way to say thank you. Now, I totally get that. I do totally get it. I personally don't give any money to any channel I watch, because there's no channel I watch often enough. But it doesn't sit easy with me. I would not feel comfortable taking money for doing this. It's just the way I am. I mean, don't get me wrong, it would be wonderful if this channel could become a full-time job. I was making a proper wage, then it would maybe be different. But to me, this is always a channel, so it's always a hobby. You guys watch it because you enjoy watching it, but I just would not feel comfortable taking money off anybody. As I've always said, if anybody really, really wants to give me something and you wanted to give me money, I would donate it to charity 100%. You know, but like I said, it is just a hobby. But you do feel a certain loyalty to you guys, even though I don't get paid for doing it. You know, there's no way, unless my health was to suddenly suffer, that I would just one day think, nah, I'm not making any videos for a week. I always feel an obligation to either let you know what I'm doing or else get content out there. So that's a downside to it. You do feel there's an obligation. There can be pressure on you to make videos, and especially sometimes like this. I mean, I have been conscious over the last 6 months that my videos are probably not what I want them to be, but you feel an obligation. You've got to try and get stuff out there for you guys to watch. Now, I know it is a hobby, and at the end of the day, nobody's going to die. You guys wouldn't think any ill of me if I didn't make videos, but there is this sort of small amount of pressure on a YouTuber to keep videos going, and if you're not feeling it, then it can be difficult. Second sort of negative, I suppose, would be you're making videos, you're putting them out there on the internet, on the internet, whatever you want to call it, the World Wide Web. Now, anybody can basically watch your videos, you know, anybody at all. Now, there's a lot of nasty people out there in YouTube land, not even just in YouTube land, on the internet. You know, we tend to refer them to as trolls. These are people that will watch a video maybe for no more than 10 seconds, if at all, and they'll take great delight in basically just saying what they think of you. They think you're a twat or worse. I mean, I was doing a live stream a couple of weeks ago, and this one person came online. I was doing a live gaming stream, and this guy came online, and he just started to be extremely offensive, calling me all manner of names. And I mean, he was calling everybody that was watching the videos all manner of names. And fortunately now, in the early days, I used to kind of take things personal, not being called a twat. I could live with that, but there are people who'll come on and they'll criticise you and they'll say, I mean, a guy told me a couple of weeks ago that I had to up my game when it came to the Friday Waffle. He did say that he enjoys the old waffles when I sat in the chair, but he said to me, you really need to up your game. And I know he's meaning well, but what people tend to forget is I'm just a normal bloke. I've got a job, I've got 2 dogs, I've got a mortgage. You know, this is just a hobby. This is just a hobby. The same way as you playing video games is a hobby. I don't get paid for this. You know, I'm not a professional. I mean, I was looking back at some comments about, it was my interview with Sean Southern, and one guy said that he thought the interviewer was crap because I kept interrupting and not letting them have a chance to speak. And I just commented, I says, look, I'm not a professional, I'm just a normal geezer having a bit of a laugh, trying to do something that I enjoy doing that other people might find interesting. You know, and that's what I think some people tend to oversee. People who don't have channels, they sometimes forget that we're just normal Joe Publics. I'm not a professional at all. I don't get paid. Yeah, I've made 70 quid in a year, you know, courtesy of YouTube adverts. But I don't get any, you know, I don't earn money, big money. I'm not getting anything for doing this. It's just all about a hobby. And the thing is, the next time somebody goes to comment something nasty, just think that comment might be the straw that breaks the camel's back. Because I know, you know, it would be very, very easy if you were quite thin-skinned, you know, to read a comment, or you're a twat, or whatever it is, you know, or worse, and think, I've had enough, you know, and give it up. But, you know, so you do have to be pretty thick-skinned to make videos. But, yeah, I think that's about it. I think the pressure of, or not all the time, but sometimes there can be pressure trying to ensure you get videos put out to keep you guys happy, because although I'm doing it for free, I don't want you guys, I do feel an obligation to keep you guys entertained. So there is that. So that can sometimes be a negative. And the second thing is, you've got to be thick-skinned, because there are some really, really nasty people out there. And when you're making videos that are getting posted on the World Wide Web, you're going to be fair game for criticism. So, you know. But that's kind of the negatives and the plus sides. The other thing I'm going to mention about YouTube is, if you're going to start out with a channel, any tips? Firstly, make sure you're doing it for the right reasons. Make sure you're doing it because you want to have fun. Don't do it to make money, because it's not going to happen. That is the bottom line. You're not going to make any money. The people like your PewDiePies and your people with 4 million subscribers, there's probably, I've got no idea of the stats, probably less than 0.0001% of YouTubers make enough money to do it permanently. You're not going to make money. Absolutely not. So do it for the right reason. Do it because you want to have fun. You know, you'll get a bit of banter along the way. Don't do it to make money. If you're doing it for that reason, go and do something else. Go and get a job in Asda stacking shelves. Go and, you know, start up your own business. Do something where you're going to make money. Don't do YouTube to make money, because it isn't going to happen. Secondly, top tip, get something that you are genuinely interested in. It's got to be something that you can talk about, that people will engage with you, the viewer will engage, they'll feed off your positivity, your enthusiasm, your knowledge. You know, if you can do that, if you can get these three things in place, and also be a nice person, always smile, never take yourself too seriously. If people think you're a nice bloke and you're interesting, chances are they're going to stick with you and watch your channel. You know, so get something that you're genuinely interested in. You know, the other thing is, yeah, if you want to like get viewers, I mean, people seem to become completely, it's all about subscribers. Please subscribe, please subscribe. I mean, one thing that I never do in my videos is say, please like, comment and subscribe. I'm not going to ask you to do that. If you want to do that, by all means, go and do it. You don't want to subscribe? I couldn't care less. If you want to subscribe, wonderful. I don't make anything out of it. It's more out of convenience. If you want to know what videos, when I'm putting videos out, then by all means subscribe. But people become completely preoccupied with subscribers. Now, any channel, I mean, I've got at the moment 2,400 subscribers. I would say on average, after about a week, I maybe get about 160, 200 views. Now, 10% of my sub base would be 240. So less than 10% of my subscribers actually watch my videos. Now, it's probably even less than that, because I'm guessing that people have found my videos on just randomly doing searches, whatever. But the thing is, that's not just me. If you look at any channel, somebody who's got 1 million subscribers, you'll find they'll maybe get about 100,000 views, which is 10%. That seems to be the way it works. 90% of your subscriber base don't watch your videos. That's the reality. Now, it's, you know, if you want to get big numbers, if you want to get big subscribers, obviously the more subscribers you've got, chances are 10% off 1 million is going to be more than 10% off 10 or 100. So the more subscribers you've got, the more views you are going to get. But if you want to do it to get, you know, big numbers, big views, then you need to pick something that's not niche. Now, what I'm doing is very niche. You know, like I said, I'm a 51-year-old guy, Scottish bloke, which probably doesn't help. I talk about old computer systems. It's never going to be, I'm never going to get big views. That doesn't bother me. I know that if I was 15 years old and I was playing Fortnite, or I was going to say Minecraft, is Minecraft even still a thing? I don't know. Then you're going to get more views. If you're playing Switch games, or you're playing modern games, people are going to watch it, or reaction videos, or, you know, this is what I look like living off water for 2 weeks. You know, it's all about clickbait, getting people in. But what I would say is, you know, don't do it for big views. Don't do it for subscriber numbers. People get completely hung up on subscriber numbers. It's completely irrelevant. Do it because you enjoy it. And then if you're enjoying yourself, people will watch you enjoying yourself. They'll feed off your positivity and they'll stick with you. To me, it's all about getting a little core of people that watch your channel, I should say. The one thing that I do, and it's probably detrimental to my videos getting views, there's two things that I do which I probably shouldn't do, but I'm going to continue to do them because that's how I do it. Firstly, I always come up with stupid names for videos. Now, rather than calling it what is the best? Spectrum versus Commodore versus Amstrad, Manic Miner. If I called a video that, chances are it's going to get more views because people know exactly what it is. Manic Miner, Spectrum versus Commodore 64, Amstrad. People are thinking, whoa, this is a face-off. But what do I call it? I call it an 8-bit face-off kerfuffle, which is just, to be quite frank, it's a ridiculous name. But you know what? That's what I am. I like to try and be a wee bit original. You know, instead of saying interview with Gary Liddon of Zap64, I call it Blind Mates Only Gary Liddon. Again, you know, I use daft names, but that's what I do. I've got my own take in it. I like the way I like what I do. I'm not going to go changing it. Another thing that I do, which I think is probably detrimental to kind of growing the channel, and it may possibly alienate people to a certain degree, is I do refer to a lot of subscribers by first name, because I feel like I know you guys are my mates, and so possibly with me doing that, somebody who's coming along for the first time to watch my channel might watch it and think, nah, I'm not really going to fit in here because he's talking about Chris, he's talking about Andy, he's talking about Alex, whatever, Dave, you know, I refer to you guys with first name, wee Bob, whatever. So that's probably something that I shouldn't do if I wanted to try and appeal to a kind of wider audience. But you know what? It's what I do, and I'm not going to stop that because that's the way I like doing my channel. But any other tips? Try and always put out, I would say, at least 3 videos a week. Some of the really big channels, I mean your Kim Justices, your Slopes Games Room, they're professional, they do it full time, they're paid to make videos, that is their full time job. They'll maybe put out 1 or 2 videos a week. But I would always say, I mean, going by personal experience, I would always say if you're a wee amateur channel like myself, try and put out at least, I would say at the very least, 2 videos a week. If you put out less than that, then people are going to think this guy doesn't actually put out many videos. Certainly if you're putting out less than 1 a week, then people are going to watch and think, they're going to look to see when you last put a video out and it's going to say 2 weeks ago, and they're probably not going to stick with you. So I think you've got to try and keep a regular output going to try and get people in, and they'll hopefully stick with you because then they get to know he's going to put out a video in a couple of days' time. Yeah, like I've said already, get a subject matter that you're interested in. That is vital as well. Smile, be happy, be nice. Yeah, I know there's some channels where they come across as irritating and all that kind of stuff, but I would say if you're a nice person, people are going to warm to you and they're going to want to watch it. That's the way I am. That's the way I would always try and be pleasant, because you know I've had people saying to me that they've had maybe a crap week and they've watched my videos and it's made them smile and it's cheered them up, and you know what, that means so much to me. When somebody tells me that my video has somehow made a small impact on them, excuse me, that is just awesome. It really, really is. Excuse me. I'm just looking outside. It's an absolutely beautiful pink sky, red sky at night, Shepherd's Delight, which means it should be nice tomorrow morning, hopefully. But yeah, having positive comments, having somebody tell me that my video has actually cheered them up, you've no idea what an amazing feeling that is when somebody tells you. So smile, be nice, be a nice person, talk about stuff that you want to do, don't do it for money. Try, and one thing that I do try to do, and I've mentioned, I try and introduce new things, try and keep the channel fresh. There's going to be stuff that you do that won't work, then there's going to be stuff that you do that will work. You'll get to know what people enjoy, what people don't enjoy. The funny thing is, some of my favourite videos that I've made, they've not got a lot of views. They're not the most popular videos. And then I go and make a video comparing the Commodore 64 version of Super Mario Brothers with the NES one, and it gets about 4,000 or 5,000 views. What's that all about? I've made videos that have taken me 10 minutes to make, and it's mega popular. Then conversely, I've made videos that have maybe taken me, I wouldn't say 10 hours, taken me quite a few hours to make, and it doesn't get a lot of views. But to me, it's all about, I've got to enjoy the process of making it. It's the journey to making the video. I do watch my own videos. I don't watch them all. I mean, in the early days, I used to watch every video that I made. I would always watch back. I don't do that now. But like I said, you've got to enjoy making videos. You know, if you're going to make videos that you're not enjoying just to get views, then I would say you're doing it for the wrong reasons. You know, the most important thing is have fun. Have fun making videos, because if people can detect that you're having fun, chances are they're going to stick with you. You know, so that is kind of my tips to a YouTube channel. Aye, listen, anyway, I'm just conscious I've been kind of waffling on quite a lot. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to end this now. I'm not going to bother including any questions this week. Any questions, and I do know I've got quite a few, any questions that have been asked from last week's Friday Waffle, I'm going to carry forward to next week. Anything else? Yeah, I will be sitting down with Dave, Lawn Boys Post 1975. We'll probably try and get together next week. I am going to try and start getting a few more videos out. I mean, I have been putting videos out, but I want to try and start putting out a more varied type of video again. You know, I always enjoy doing different things, and I think other people do enjoy the variety, so I'm going to try and get back to that as best as I possibly can. But anyway, I'm getting tired now. I'm going to go and have a nice hot bath and a cup of tea, I think. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend, guys, and I know, as always, thank you very, very much for watching.